Good evening and welcome back to Astro Colony, where we are very close to the new planet we want to attach to, which means we need to say goodbye to the old one. We have stripped this place of all its resources. There's a large rock there with a little bit of sulfur. Let's just grab that, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So we want to clear this off, I suppose. Let's move this platform here. Let's remove all of that. And what I want to do is I want to send these miners current station. We want to send them over to our main place. Go. Go, 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 go. I can't move because I have no floor. Okay. Oh, you might be able to fix that, my friend. There you go. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. So you can go into there now. Awesome. And we shall pick up the dock. Well, we'll undock first. Oof. Then we'll pick up the dock. And then let's go over here. Place the dock down here. See if we can't connect to this place. Enjoy all the spoils of our new place here. We really only want the aluminium. That's kind of the only thing that I'm desperately interested in. Sure, the other resources are nice, but I'm not really fussed about. We've got plenty of resources. Resources we are absolutely not hurting for. So yeah, build device, docking station, advanced docking station. That's faster. We don't want to work that. Plonk. No, thank you. Go over here. We want to go up there. I have disconnected all the power, power to the asteroid catchers because we were still these are still absolutely full of stuff. So trying to process what we got. Yeah, storage is infinite and don't have to really worry about it that much, but it looks weird. It looks weird. Okay, so we want to go that way. We are kind of above our docking port, I think. Yeah, docking port's just there. So let's go straight forward. We need to get somewhere nearby, so we'll be okay. I think it's just the tracking the distance is quite difficult because quite difficult to know on this sort of scale how close you are to something. So, but this shouldn't be too difficult. We'll just fly towards it till we basically run into it, and then press the dock button and see what happens. And stop. Try this. Try this. How close are we? Oh, we're right. Is that good enough? Dock. Yeah, it's good enough. There you go. Very forgiving. Very forgiving. Boom. There you go. We have docked with Marmotopia. Yes, we have docked with it. It's steaming vents. It has this wonderful white snowy looking aluminium, which is what we want. We want lots upon lots of aluminium. So how much aluminium does this world have? Let's just click it and find it. It has 22,000 aluminium, which is gonna keep us going for a little while. We still have on our main world 4,000 carbon we haven't got yet, and all this other stuff that we still haven't managed to actually mine out of the planet itself, because drones are slow, like really slow. They're doing their best. They're doing their absolute best, but their pathing is a little bit questionable. So yeah, they go. Sometimes they go through walls. Sometimes they don't go through walls. Yeah, they're doing their best. They're doing their best. They're digging holes. They're getting the carbon. They'll eventually get it done. And I suppose the same is going to happen over here, and we're going to be waiting years for the aluminium to come in here because, well, that's just how it works. We also have quartz. I think this is quartz on the floor here. Oh, yep, that is quartz on the floor there. Cool. I don't think the drones can mine the quartz. So if we want quartz, we'll have to do that ourselves. We do want some quartz, so yeah, we'll do a little bit of that, a little bit of mining. But let's set up some drones. Let's set up some drones. What do we want? We want to set up some drones. So, let's just square this off a little bit here. And if I can double click on one of those. There you go. Boom. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to have one there, put one there for the minute. We've got 4 spare drones, that's fine. And we can output them directly onto our belt system because we can do that here and plug them straight in. That would work for us. So we might do that. They require 4 power, so we need to get at least 8 power going. So let's get some solar panels running. Like so, opening platform here, and 3, 8. Run the power in. Oh, put the power in. Don't want that one. Shoe. No, put on. And then you should be fully powered. Yeah, 100%. Okay, okay. So now what I want to do is I want to grab these. Oh, no. Mistakes were made. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. I see what's happened here. Okay, we want to get mine. I don't want to put it right up against the edge. I want to put it one over so they can get through. Hopefully you can also do the same. You can't path. Why can't you path? And I can't click you because you're in the dock, and unfortunately I'm getting the... Oh, there you go. No, I'm still getting the dock. Still getting the dock. No good. I don't want the dock. I want the... Okay, so he can't path. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I put it I blocked the dock entrance, which obviously means couldn't transition through, so now he's stuck. Maybe I reloaded the game, will fix that. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're gonna go aluminium, and you're gonna go aluminium, and you're both gonna get aluminium, and everything will be awesome. We currently have, I need to sort my inventory, only 700 titanium and 460, and 800 titanium. So I'm gathering random stuff in the world. So let's put in our aluminium here. Let's put in our titanium here. I've got copper and other bits and pieces going on here as well. Copper, bit of carbon, bit of gold. Okay, cool. Everything is doing its thing absolutely beautifully and fantastically. This is slowly filling with water, which makes sense because this produces 5 every 10 seconds, and we use 4 every 10 seconds. So it's producing 1 extra water, which makes sense. But this will soon get to 500, and then the whole system will stop, and it'll be fine. These will carry on after it gets to 500 because they'll burn up all the rest of the water that's in here. So that's all good. We need some automation going for our aluminium, but our aluminium we can't do yet because, well, we don't have any. Or well, we do. We have. No, we don't have any. Ah, that's because you're digging through the dirt. Yeah, dig through the dirt. You've got to get to the top, dig your way down, and then once you dug your way down, it'll be fine. Okay, that's going to take a little while to do. That's fine. That's fine. So we want to set up aluminium processing because we want. We have iron bars and copper. We have iron rods and dirt should we need it. Dirt is just manually done. I don't know if we need any more of those. But what we really want is to get space science, space and biology science going on here. So we need carbon fiber and oxygen. That's fine. We can do that. That's so we have to make carbon fiber, and then we do spacing. So let's do biology first. Let's do that first because we can do that whilst our aluminium is being built up slowly. So carbon fiber. We need to make a carbon fiber. What is carbon fiber made in? Right click. Carbon fiber is produced in a constructor. Okay, let's get a constructor. Oof. And let's see here. Recipes. And those all off. We want you to make a carbon fiber, which is just 10 carbon to make carbon fiber. Okay. Okay. That seems simple enough. And then we just want to store carbon fiber, I suppose. 4 to 8. So we want to store. Yeah, we'll just store carbon fiber for the minute. It can also can be stored in here because this is going to be for science usage. So we can store it in there. Wouldn't mean I'd have to mine out an area over here to get it done because there's no space for a constructor to go in here. And it would mean we're tapping into this here, but that's fine because we can tap into this area here. Do things. Okay, let me mine out a little bit, and we'll be back. We're going to extend that away a little tiny bit. Okay, we have a little bit more space here, so let's get in our carbon fiber production. And same sort of deal. We want to make sure it's limited. Based on how many we have. I know up here we've been doing how many we've had previously, so like we want to keep so many bars in stock, but we don't really want to keep so much carbon in stock because it's used in multiple places, so we're not fussed about that. But we want to stop the carbon being processed in anywhere, because if you say, hey, I've got enough of these in stock, stop doing the carbon here, and I've got enough of these in stock, stop doing the carbon here, or I've got, you know, I want to keep just so much carbon in stock and then do it that way. One may go off, like we might get loads of hydrogen and no oxygen, which won't help anything really at all. So that's the problem. This is also, I'm going to take this out of here because I realised I messed up something here. I messed up something here and kind of here as well. These are based on the hydrogen and oxygen levels, which means that whenever they drop, we're going to let some go through, and then we let some ice go through, and they process the ice, and it'll be fine. Now the problem to that is that this had 5,000 ice in it, which means it was just going to fill its water tank and be done, because this is still going. This is so that's not ideal. That's not ideal. That's not what we want to do. Really, I should have a system here where it turns off these if these read two different things. I don't know exactly how to do that. When they're sharing a line. So I could say, hey, you read not just that, you also read ice. And if ice is too high, then you stop. The problem to that is that because they're connected to the same network, it will read both of their contents. So this one will read ice and this one will read ice. And then if that one's got 5 in it and this one's got none in it, it will stop both of them because it's reading it's got 5 in it. Which I don't suppose would be terrible because it means it would turn both of them on temporarily. I think that might not be too bad actually. Might not be too bad. Let's do that. Just so this doesn't end up getting 5,000 ice in it and then doing its thing. So we don't want to do that. Oh, I've also got loads of copper on me. Put that in there. There was a copper deposit here, which I've cleared out. So, okay. Get ourselves an inventory sensor. We're going to need 2 of them. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, we could go even more in depth and do it, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I think right now, when we take the oxygen out of here, it's going to be done manually by us. We're going to take the oxygen out, so we'll grab like half the oxygen And then it will start filling up and do its thing again, and yeah, we'll get a lot of water, and yeah, we might waste some ice, but I'm not all that fussed about it. I'm not all that fussed about it. We're not going for perfection here. We never go for perfection. So let's put that down there, and you want to be making carbon. A bomb. Power line, which is going to connect to there. A bomb. There you go. Power. Awesome, awesome. How are we doing for power? 15%. We're good. Oh yeah, because I disconnected all the things. So we want to have a line that comes off of here. Down and into the carbon. But on this line, we want to have a blocker. Okay. Oh, down. There you go. And this blocker wants to be enabled if this machine has a specific amount of carbon in it, and this has under a specific amount of. So if it's under so much carbon and under so much storage in here. Now the problem to that, again, I can't do that because we're reading carbon. Yeah, we're reading carbon. You're reading carbon down there. So I can't plug this into this network here for the carbon to do that. So we're going to say we want, go with carbon here, go with feeder here. You're going to be on carbon, and if it's less than 500, less than 500 or greater than 500, I can't remember. Greater than, because we're inverting. So if it's more than 500, we turn that on. If it's less than 500, we turn it off. Like that. Boom, there you go. And then this should be disabled. Oh no, because it's not connected. Boom, you connect to that one. Bam. And you should disable that, and there you go. And that's the carbon go. This takes 30 seconds and 10 carbon. Do its thing. I would really like to be able to go and limit how much carbon goes in here in one go, but I can't really do that with our current setup. I need multiple lines going around. So a definite limitation of this pipe. This single cable. The single cable is brilliant. It's fantastic that you can run multiple things on a single line. If it had channels, it would be great, because right here we're reading carbon and we're reading iron plates, and we're sending that down the line here. I don't know why we're reading iron plates, but we are. Why are we reading iron plates? I don't know why we're reading iron plates. We just are. So yeah, I don't know why we're reading iron plates. Okay, and it sends a carbon down here, and then this turns off or turns on this blocker if the carbon is too high. Now, if I was to connect it to this one and say, hey, I would like the carbon reading to here, I'd be reading two sets of carbon, which would throw the numbers off. So if you do two sets of carbon, so it would read the carbon that's in that one and the carbon that's in this one and add them together, which means this will only when this turns on, it will turn on both this machine and that machine at the same time, which is not ideal. Not ideal. So yeah, can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. There isn't anything I can do to stop it, other than put in another blocker and have another sensor, which we could do. Actually, let's do that. Let's do boom. Sensor there. A reader here. Line there. You are to read carbon from this machine. You are to, if carbon is greater than 10, turn you on, and you connect to that one. Boom. So that's true. So there we go. So we're blocking the carbon there. Okay. So yeah, the carbon come down here. So this one will enable if the carbon fiber is high, and then this one will stop too much going into here. So it'll just back up on this line as well, which is fine. So yeah, we're at a certain one there. Now, there was something I thought of that we could do for this one here. Actually, because you can change machines, you can enable and disable machines directly, so we don't have to be doing it with blockers. So what I could do is I could say, hey, stop sending the ice into these machines if we get so much here, but if we have more than you know, this could actually stop sending ice in. If we read the ice from these, it could stop sending ice in, and then we could read this machine here and say, hey, if we've got more than 700 oxygen, just turn the machine off. And the machine will leave whatever's inside in there, and will just stop working. So maybe in the future when water reading comes, which I have been told is apparently coming, was mentioned in the comments of the last episode, water reading coming, we could have it set so if the water tank drops below a certain level, start the machine, and then when it's above a level, turn the machine off again. The drawback to that is that it would be turning the machine on and off, on and off, on and off, because the water level will be at a certain level, so it will keep it at, say I said 100, it will keep it at 100. Doing it this way means that if it drops below 100, you turn the ice on, so much ice comes in here, and then as soon as it gets above 100, you stop the ice, but the machine carries on, so you get it will fill the tank, and then empty the tank, and then fill the tank, and empty the tank. If you set it to 100, it will turn this on and off as and when, so it will turn it on, it'll drop 5 water in there, it'll be above 100, it will stop. It'll go down below, turn it on again, so you'll get a steady flow. Whereas doing the ice way, it will fill the tank and empty the tank and fill the tank and so on and so forth. So, I'm not sure which way is the better way to do that. I'm really not sure, but yeah, we'll see. So we're gonna make carbon fiber here. We're making carbon fiber here. That is fantastic. We're storing carbon fiber there. That's good. So that means we have everything we need for our next one here. Let's have a look, see. Right, so we need 4 carbon fiber every 28 seconds. Now, we're not going to be running this at full speed because I haven't built it that way. If I was going to build it that way, it would be done very differently. It would be, yeah, very, very differently. So yeah, so that isn't going to be running all the time, which is fine. We don't need it running all the time because we don't need that much biology. So, okay. The next one is space, which is going to be motherboards and aluminium, and it's going to require more space because we need to get the aluminium out. Means running a line down here, in between here, along here, maybe into this wall here. So perhaps I'll do some more clearing out between episodes. Yeah. Okay. So we have a new world. You're still trapped. I need to reload the game to test that one. You're going to get the aluminium here. Everything's going to be awesome and fantastic and wonderful, and there will be much rejoicing. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.